Hey everyone, this is Jimmy from Jim's Review Room. Welcome to another review. Today we'll be looking at the Vivofit from Garmin, and there's two different packages, one without a heart rate monitor and one with, and they're priced at $130 and $170 respectively at the time of this review. And I just reviewed the Polar Loop with their heart rate monitor priced at $180 in total, and you can click on this video or find it on my YouTube channel. So without further ado, we'll get started. Garmin have been making fitness monitors for runners and bikers for a while now, but this is Garmin's first attempt at an activity band, and it's a very simple and lightweight design. The band itself is a silicone rubber-like material that's actually separate from the activity tracker. The screen itself uses the same technology that your home digital clock uses to indicate your steps taken, remaining steps to reach your goal, distance traveled, calories burned, the time and the date, and lastly is your heart rate when you're wearing the heart rate monitor. And the red band on top is the move bar. The first long bar here is your first hour of being inactive. Additional smaller bars will eventually appear after every additional 15 minutes. And for my test, the band does a good job of distinguishing just moving your hands around for, let's say, typing or driving your car versus an actual movement like walking. It's a great reminder throughout the day just to stand up a bit and take a walk to the fountain or restroom. Now, as you can see, the lettering is highly reflective, so it does work perfectly fine in abundant to moderate lighting. But in dark rooms or areas, it's quite hard to see, and if it's pitch black, you can't even see it at all. And like many other bands on the market today, the Vivofit does not have any fancy displays. It's pretty similar to the old school Casio watches, but because of that though, you don't have to recharge your band every 5 to 7 days. Instead, the built-in battery lasts for more than a year before changing. Now there's two bands that comes in the package, one small and the other large, but there are various notches like the Fitbit products to ensure a snugged fit. The brains of the device is detachable so you can swap bands for different colors, and currently there's 5 colors on the market today. And this is possibly just my opinion, but before the Vivofit was actually released, the pictures online really made the band look bulky and unsightly. But in person, it looks decent. It's a slim profile, and although there's a slight bulge on top, it's still better than some of the other bands out there, and it's quite comfortable to wear as well. And I wear this in the shower, and I wear this to sleep as well to monitor myself 24 hours. And yes, the band is water resistant, up to 50 meters. And what I liked about this band was there are no ports for either syncing or charging. Everything is done wirelessly, and it connects to both Apple and Android powered devices that have Bluetooth. And Garmin also includes a USB plug for your computer or laptop so you can sync this and view the data on there. And if you forget to sync, don't worry about that because the band does record up to 3 weeks of activity or 2 weeks if you're using the heart rate monitor as well. So far the band itself is very simple, and again it's easy and lightweight to wear, but something I believe that's even more important is its features and its software. Now going on to the app here, the main page provides your basic details, steps taken, distance traveled, calories burned, and Garmin does provide auto goal based on your previous activity levels. Now this goal will adjust day to day based on your past activities, and it's a good stepping stone rather than just having these standard 10,000 steps that most bands leave fixed until you change it. But on the Vivofit, you can of course manually set this up if you'd like. Now clicking on the details button gives you a chart of how active you were throughout your day, and on the screen you can view activity for the week, month, and year to compare yourself, and of course that's very important to basically continually self-improve. The next section is activities, where it works in connection with your heart rate monitor. Now when you wear the heart rate monitor, and as soon as it starts tracking your heartbeat, it will trigger an activity automatically. As I click on one of these workouts that I've performed, you can see it records your time, distance, speed, and calories burned. And because I weightlift, my distance and speed are pretty low, but by wearing the monitor, my calories burned, only one can assume, would be more accurate than wearing a band that didn't accompany your heart rate monitor, like the popular 3 companies currently, like Jawbone, Fitbit, or Nike. So with that being said, this of course works for general and overall fitness, but I believe the band, the app, and the heart rate monitor working together is more beneficial for runners and joggers specifically. Now the last tab shows my charts, and you can see the speed and your heart rate fluctuating throughout your progress. And keep in mind, the band that you're wearing as well also displays the beats per minute when you press through the menu button. And regarding distance and speed, Garmin Connect, which is the app you download and see on your screen, is the same app that's used across all the other Garmin products that has the GPS features. In this case, the distance and speed is an estimate, since the Vivofit, although it's made by a GPS manufacturer, doesn't have GPS capabilities on the band itself. So although the app says this activity has no map data, it's because this app is used on other products as well where the map would be utilized, unlike the Vivofit where it doesn't have GPS capabilities. And before moving on to the next section, if you're deciding to buy the bundle, this heart rate monitor comes in the box. It's a long plastic strip in front with stretchable fabric. If you've never worn a chest heart rate monitor before, it's not bad. It does have to fit snug pretty much around your chest, and also just be sure to moisten the contact pads on the inside before wearing. If you don't moisten them, the monitor won't have good contact to register those heartbeats. Now, it's been comfortable enough for me to wear at least, although this long plastic strip again sits right here on your lower chest where your lower breastbone is located. And I don't feel it too much, but some have expressed discomfort, so just a heads up on that though. And it's been accurate, as I do stop halfway to count my pulse to ensure accuracy. Now going back to the app here, the next section is sleep monitoring, and before you sleep you press and hold the button on your band to trigger sleep mode. When you wake up, press and hold it again. After doing so, a chart does reveal a graph on how much movement was registered during your snooze. Now I wasn't too impressed though, although the chart clearly shows throughout the night what you were up to in regards to movement, but other bands have been able to display light sleep versus deep sleep by percentage, which gives me a better idea of my sleeping habits. And lastly, on the main page are your badges, icons that reveal your accolades over time, and once clicked will show you what you have achieved so far. And lastly, by pressing the top left settings button, you can access community, which is where you can add friends or virtual friends found through the app. By doing so, you can view the leaderboard to compete against other Vivofit wearers out there. Third on the list is the Devices tab that reviews what devices you have synced with this app. And lastly, the sprocket on the very bottom of the page here, you can change your height and especially your weight to have your goals change over time. So overall, when I was first introduced to the Vivofit, it didn't seem much because it was just so simple, but over time I can see there's a real benefit to this band because of its app, especially for runners. All the main components are there to make this a worthwhile purchase, and as I stated in the Polar Loop video, you have to get this with the heart rate monitor bundle. Without it, I think a different company is better suited, as it does come with more smaller features that Vivofit is missing, such as a vibrating alarm, flights of stairs climbed. Some other bands have food logs and third-party apps support as well. So hope you enjoyed this review of the Vivofit and its heart rate monitor from Garmin. Please watch the other videos to see if the other products are more suited for you, and if you have not, please take your time to visit my Facebook and Google Plus pages for behind the scenes information, and of course do subscribe to my YouTube channel for more reviews. This is Jimmy from Jim's Review Room. Take care everyone, bye.